Wilson Rigamortis was a top-of-the-line, hard-working, British Brexit Brixton Brig balls and cock having man. He worked at a bar in the central region area of Cup of Tea Land, London. The bar that he worked at was named the Dead Moldy Bird Pub, and Wilson was a bartender there. He had work ethic and he had longevity, and with his smart, savvy savings on his low UK salary of £8 an hour, Wilson was able to save up £5 million after just 60,000 years of work. And on Wilson's 60,000th and one birthday, the young, beautiful, sprawling man set out to buy his first cheap London luxury home. And Wilson found a prime location home in front of the beautiful Black Plague bubonic Thames River. And with tears in his eyes, Wilson got the keys to his new flat and he ran up the stairs with his old little walker, and his bones shaked and popped and crackled and popped and snapped like Rice Krispie cereal. And when Wilson went up the stairs, he saw the view of his beautiful roof terrace. And this is when things took an unpresidential Biden malevolent turn for the worst. The ancient mummified, dust-covered historic boy put his hands on the railing of the balcony, and he stared off and looked at the beautiful view as he reflected all of the 60,001 years working and tap dancing and deep throat happy ending special his manager to get to where he is today. And Wilson smiled so gaily as he thought about his life. And the cold London Brexit wind blew, and it said shh verse up Grandpa Rigor Mortis's spine. And he went into his home to grab a little jacket. What do they call jacket in England? I don't know. Who cares? And when he came back out to the terrace, he saw a thick blanket of fog penetrating and coating the city like a cream pie. And the fog looked so soft. It looked so fluffy. It looked so wet and sticky. And Wilson climbed the balcony with his frail ashy kneecap backs, and he got up there to get a better view of the anomaly. And then something dark happened. Wilson's dementia told him,
Jump. 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 Fucking jump, bitch. And feel how soft the clouds are. You can bounce on them like a cock.
And Wilson listened to that dementia, and he took a leap while Pedophilia Kelly's hit song, I Believe I Can Fly, played in the background. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. And the record cut, and all that fun and happiness dancing in the beautiful fog dissipated, and Wilson fell through. And after all of the fog moved out of the way, it revealed a large, sharp edge of a building, and Wilson screamed, "Oh shit!" And as he screamed, the ledge of the building went into his mouth and it knocked all of his teeth outward like a donkey's mouth. And then Wilson scraped against the rough brick textured building and his skin melted off the bones like a British Christmas roast with some British crumpets and some mince pie, and don't forget the tea. And face first on the concrete went Wilson's body in the middle of the busy sidewalk, and everyone that was walking on that sidewalk gasped. "Oh heavens! Oh my goodness! What the bloody hell!" And after Wilson splattered into the ground, something creepy happened. Something ghastly. Something abysmal. Something malevolent happened. Wilson's rigor mortis body, like his name said, went into rigor mortis. And the bloody wop juices dissipated into the gutter drain of the streets where Pennywise lives. And Pennywise slurped up the boy's blood.
You taste better than Georgie.
And then Wilson's body started to stiffen, and then it started to coil like Coil Ray. And then his body started to spiral like a spring, and it turned into a little ball. And then Wilson, at the young age of 60,001, exploded into dust and ashes. And everyone that watched coughed and hyperventilated from all the soot from Wilson's ashy ash. And as the ashes started to spread throughout the crowd of people, one lady even had a heart attack and she died. And that was the end of Wilson the Great. There his ashes blew into the London air, and the British people put up a statue in Wilson's honor with the text embroidered into it that said, "A 9 to 5 will never make you a millionaire, so why even fucking bother? Fuck capitalism. It kills." The ashes to ashes, dust to dust went Wilson's body as he coil-rayed on the side of the streets. The